Oh, that was always fun. Hi, Yasmina. Hi, everybody. Fluid Friday or finally Friday. Thank goodness. What are you guys doing this weekend? And what's in your cup? Maddie has a great poll for tonight. And I already went on Survey Monkey and I gave my guess. So please, I think he must have put in the description a link to the poll. So go play that. Yasmin, I have coffee. I have water. I didn't get that creative. I've been doing readings all morning, and afternoon. So I have not. I just got set up. So yes, finally. Hi, Dawn. Hello. How are you? Okay, so I'm waiting just a little bit for Matty Tarot, and I want to show you. You guys see, I have the K2 meters going. This one right here has a low battery, so I ordered batteries. They're going to be in tomorrow. So this is a brand new one. So we'll see what it does. I'm using Ghost Tube tonight. Okay, so that is on my phone. It's an app called Ghost Tube. If you have you guys ever used those apps? So you set it out and it will, pull out words that it hears and gives you a list. So I've already had somebody talking to me through it and, just saying, I'm here. How are you? How do you feel? I'm back, different things like that. So that's kind of fun. Hi, Narden. How are you? Amantha. Hi. Nia. Hi. Marianne. A cup of soup. That sounds good. It's still warm here right now. Believe it or not, we're starting our heat wave starting tomorrow. So it's going to be in the 90s. And that's miserable, but, it's okay. Hi, Kelly. How are you? So, you know what I did get in the mail? And I got it today, this afternoon. And it's that witch's wisdom I was telling you I was going to get. And I haven't really had time to look at it. It's really pretty. So nobody run out and buy it. I need to connect with it. And I'm going to use it on Wisdom Wednesday. So I'm going to show you. It's really pretty. So it's really based on like Wicca. And it's got some really cool cards in it. And I really want to make my own, but oh my goodness, it's gilt. So it's silver gilt, which is, I always love. I'm a sucker for those cards that have the gilting on it and looks so pretty. Let me see if I can get the whole thing together. I got a really good oracle deck, and unfortunately, the lady only did like, I don't know, 25 cards. And I was like, and I hope she does more. I'd put them together. But see how pretty that is? Really, how come I cannot do it to shine? There. So really pretty cards. And I will, do you guys like clear your decks? And if you use cards, clear your decks. And then you do have to talk to them and make sure that you guys are on the same wavelength for your guides bringing the right cards out. So anyway, I will do that. So you guys can watch for any ghost activity on my meters here and on Ghost Tube. I have a different one too, which I think chatters all the time. I did turn off the voice because it was talking consistently, and I'll look at that later. Carlos, hi, and I hope you had a wonderful birthday. Your birthday cake looked great online. And let's see, Norma, hi. You have old ice water in your cup, and might do orange juice with coconut rum. Whoa, that sounds good. I need a tropical drink. I like margaritas a little bit too much. I don't drink, but margaritas are good. Hello, Matty Tarot.
Hi.
I'm wondering if I can turn us around somehow. I've got my ghost equipment and I'm getting messages and all that kind of fun stuff. I just showed everybody, Maddie, that I did get the Witch's Wisdom deck. It's
Oh, awesome.
beautiful.
Yay.
Silver gilt. I mean, I love it. So I'm going to get used to it and then use it on Wisdom Wednesday.
Okay. I
Yeah.
love it. Well, it's Fluid Friday. What's in your cup, guys?
Water.
What's in your cup? What's in your cup? I've got a sports drink that starts with the letter G.
Okay.
And I've got a spritzer, a little
Look,
spiked. It's
look at, I love the
spiked something.
glass.
Hmm,
That's cute.
very cute, hand painted. Not by me, but
Oh yeah, God really forbid me ever doing that. That would look. I'd make stick people. I'm super creative, but my dad was absolutely fabulous. His drawings look like photographs, and my
my mom is
sister.
that way.
Yeah, my sister good, and I had a sister that was iffy. I'm creative and I can build out all kinds of stuff and all of that. But when it comes to that fine stuff, no. I'm very
Yeah,
good though
I'm
at
not a
AI.
I'm not a good drawer. I'm not a good drawer. I'm a good writer. I'm not a good drawer. Um, Dawn says, "Love the T-shirt, Maddie." Oh, thank you. Okay, wait. It's really funny.
What's it do?
It says "together" at the bottom. I have no idea what this is or what it means, but it's just these like
That's cute.
really disturbing gummy flower family that says together, and I
Do
love
they
it.
look like gummy? They look like gummy?
If I mean, I don't know if you can tell on the video, but yeah, they look like animated gummy, like kind of like Gumby.
Oh, it's cute. Oh,
I have no idea what it is, but I love it.
you have these little creatures on your chest. Um,
We're together. Together we go far, right?
Shield Nova, hi, brandy and passion fruit juice. You are probably just being perfection there. That is very creative drink.
That sounds very good. You guys, it is Fluid Friday, so make sure you're hydrated. Also, let us know what's in your cup if you haven't already. You don't have to drink, alcohol. Make sure you're drinking water. But it's also our Friday food poll,
I already did it. I
and
went
I
on and did
love
it.
this week's
It's
poll.
so good. I was like unicorn, but I didn't go unicorn. I was like
Okay, guys. So
unicorn is okay.
you picked the unicorn.
No, I selected something else.
Oh, okay. So you guys,
I selected. Should I say it?
yeah.
Okay. I selected fairy
Okay.
because what the fairy will do was the most noblest thing on
Mm-hmm.
the list. And
Mm-hmm.
I said, well, yeah, I would do that, whatever
That
the cost.
that makes sense.
So,
That's what Michael said too. That's what my husband said too. So
oh, yay, Michael.
he chose
Yes.
the fairy. Okay, you guys, in the description at the very top, there's our Friday food poll link. So make sure you click the link, go to the poll on SurveyMonkey, take the poll. It's very fun. I'm gonna read it to you guys now, so give me a moment. And go ahead and answer in the live chat as well. Okay, so which mythical creature would you choose to keep as a pet slash companion? And subsequently, which burden would you then choose to bear? So, a phoenix that gives you perseverance through hardships, but continually burns down any place of residence that you settle into. A siren with razor sharp teeth that sings gorgeous songs, but regularly needs to feed on the flesh of human males in order to survive. A thunderbird that provides you with free electricity for life, but would electrocute you if you were to make contact with any water. So you can never bathe, and drinking water must be administered through a tube. Um, a troll that collects a bridge fee from any passerby, regardless of their intention or destination, but leaves a lingering stench of pungent death that permeates all of your clothing and belongings. A fairy that heals anyone that you choose other than yourself of any sickness, disease, or physical ailments. but can only get its power by consuming living venomous snakes and poisonous spiders that you must collect for it. And then last but not least, a unicorn that can purify water and instantly teleport you to any location on Earth, but it's really nervous, so it constantly farts and has really bad diarrhea that you have to clean up. So, which one would you choose?
Carlos, Jasmina, Aros, a fairy along with me. Yes.
So go to the poll and the top of, I'm sorry.
I could capture the spiders.
Oh no. See, I could never.
Oh yeah,
I can never. I'm severely arachnophobic.
Well, I'll save you. Shield likes the Phoenix. You guys, so there is a link that you click on if you're able to, and it'll take you to Survey Monkey, and you can select and apply that. And we will, at the end of the show, see what everybody favors.
Yes,
what kind of situation do they want to be in? Okay, it's time for you guys to put your requests in. I'm doing July, August, and September readings right now, or any certain month this year if you want that reading, a general reading, or a question. Hi, Misty. I'm going to take Misty.
I've got the my charms tonight. I've got dice, and I've got regular old tarot.
You know what? I didn't give any of the rules. Not one.
Well,
but I did the intro.
Well, this is free psychic readings with Matty and Debbie. You must be 18 or older to participate and get a reading. You may not put anyone else's information other than your own in your question. So don't put any names or any personal information of another person. We won't be able to post your question or put it up. There is no list. There's no order. These are free readings. So you can make a donation if you'd like, but it does not guarantee you a reading, and it does not prioritize you on our list that does not exist. We randomly select viewers. So just, enter your question into the comments and you might get selected. We do not do legal or medical, so steer away from those questions. And I believe that's it. Please subscribe to us on YouTube. That's youtube.com/@psychicfixes and youtube.com/@Matty Tarot.
And like the broadcast.
And hit that thumbs up because it helps us and it spreads it to people. I noticed you guys have been doing that, and I want to thank you so much. My subscribers have grown, and our channel is being broadcasted to others and growing. So I greatly appreciate it.
Share the show. Okay, it's going to take me just a minute here, Misty, to get your cards out.
Alrighty, and I'm getting mine out as well. And I'll select somebody just a moment. You guys, if you're just now tuning in, please select our, go to the description. There's a poll at the very top, Friday Feuds poll. Click the link. It takes you to Survey Monkey. Participate in our fun Friday Feuds poll. We will reveal which option or selection was the most favored at the end of the show. And also let us know what's in your cup because it's Fluid Friday. Carla said making a milkshake. And then Amanda said ice cold Coke. Oh, that sounds so good right now. Ice cold Coke and a milkshake. Yes. Two of my favorite things.
I accidentally bought, I had company for the week. So I bought like tons of 12 packs of soda and got misinformation from someone, got the wrong stuff for everybody, and got stuck with several 12 packs of straight Coke. And I'm like, but we're going to have a party. So I guess
you don't drink Coke? You don't like it?
Well, I'm diabetic, so I don't.
Oh, okay.
I drink the stuff with the sugar in it. Okay. Missy, thank you for waiting. The card that represents you is a card of feeling a little bit like not trusting what's coming, being ready, kind of flexible, on guard, let's say that, but not quite sure what's coming ahead. Okay. I want you to make sure that you're confident in the future and that you're telling your guides and the archangels and the universe what is coming for you, because we're going to make up our own reality here. Okay. I do get the Queen of Cups that is crossing you in temporary energy. You have a lot of people in here, so I'm going to go ahead and just describe them as I come with them here. So I'm going to get that there is a spirit that watches over you, and I want to get like a mom type of energy, you know, grandma, auntie, whatever. I do feel very strong, very loving, like this person was creative and this person was connected to the other side. So I get really a psychic woman here, but very loving and caring. So there is someone there in spirit that watches over you and is with you. I get in the future that you will have a positive change because I see great things coming for you, but you have to go through this change first. Past position shows me a lot on you, a lot of heavy burdens, a lot of stuff, being busy, a lot of extra responsibility. And I do have that in the past position. So they're showing me these people, and one could be you. Um, it's all women. And that's interesting. The first card here is a very strong woman, a Libra-like woman, a woman that's super intelligent, compassionate, yet no nonsense, with a justice theme of what's right and wrong. So she's an absolutely wonderful woman, but very strong in her opinions. So I do get this person, it could be you or someone else, in priority on your path. You have the judgment card coming up. So that means that sometimes it's uncomfortable, but the really good thing about what comes in is that whatever moves you makes you sit down and reset. Hit the reset button, because I get that you will get new goals and you know, just kind of make a big change in your life, and you'll figure it out. It's a really good card here. Just motivates you to make those changes and figure out what is your desire, what's in priority in your life, and what goals are the new goals that you're going to go after. I do get a change in the home for the better. So I do get a change in the house, whether it's making it more comfortable or remodeling or getting a new home. This is on your path. You do have a card of fear. And I get this. There's nothing around here. I'm not worried about anything, but yet I get this fearful card. So make sure that you are strong and that you know, dispel all your fears, talk to your archangels, and have that go away when it comes, okay? Because I don't see any reason to have those type of energy. I do get another woman, two other women that come in, really could be good friends. I do get a Queen of Wands, which is very business minded woman. I get motivated. I get that she wants to be at the top of her field, and she'll help to motivate you. And she has this theme of ambition. She may be educated into the ways of business. So this is a good friend to have. I also have someone here who has a money theme in this lifetime, likes the money, whether she has it or not. It's a big thing to her in this lifetime. So I did take three more cards because I wanted to look. When I see that fear card and that little bit of a negative energy, I want to see what it's showing me. Don't be fearful of anything, because I do see you having something built up and moving in a different direction. You're going to leave that and go in a different direction because you need to go for what you want. I do get on that path some romance, some love, and I do get you getting your desires and reaching your goals, making a change for the better in your career if you're doing something, or your home. So I do want to say, since we have the home card, I get a really good change in the home. And so very, very good. Don't be fearful on that. But it looks like that you have a lot of people around you and support there, especially from the other side. And that's what I have for you.
Sorry. Hi. That was
Okay.
lovely. I
Thank
that was
you.
really nice. So I've selected normal all red. Maddie, do you see any romance in my future? I'll get right into that. Let's see. I forgot I was going to say something. Oh, yes, this is what I was going to say. This is for everybody. Make sure you're entering your question or inquiry, whatever it is, into the chat, into the live chat. We don't just randomly, you got to actually have like an inquiry. I notice the reason I'm saying this, I'll just say it. I'm not calling anybody out, but I noticed one person's comment, and where was it? She said, I can't find it now, but it says, I hope I get lucky tonight. Hope I have luck tonight. Angela Atkins. Okay, wait, never mind. You said, do you see any bad news around me? I had only read your comment that said hello, Angela, and then I thought your next comment was hope I have luck tonight, and I was gonna say you gotta enter your question, but okay, never mind. You did enter your question. That's my mistake. But just make sure you're entering your question because we do have people come in here a lot, and they just think that commenting general things in the chat is going to we might randomly select you. No, you have to enter your inquiry or your question. Okay, so Norma, I do see romance in your future. However, I think it's I see a rekindling. I see a rekindling. Maybe it's somebody you want to rekindle with. Maybe it's past an ex that you would like to meet again or have a new chance with. That's possibly it. Or this could possibly also be saying that upon finding a new partner, your ex comes back to try and get you back or something, or to make up or something. But either way, I don't see any good things happening with the next. So just stay away from that. Even if you want them back and they come back to maybe try again with you, I would advise this. If that's the case, make sure you see actual proof of change, you kind of want to take I can't inventory of the past and kind of say, well, here's the roadblocks we hit, and how do I know it's going to be different? What are we going to do? What's the approach this time? I need to see action. I need to see I need to actually see effort in these areas, and then if you feel able to trust that, then go for it. But I don't think that will be the case. I think this person's going to come back with the same old thing and just try and pull the wool over your eyes again. But it's either they're going to come back, or like I said, you might be with a new person when they do come back. Either way, I do see a relationship in your future. You've been really independent, and that's good. And this person is someone you can rely on and lean on. I do see a lot of earth energy here, and a very how do I say? They're very sturdy. So that's good. This may be something though that you get too caught up in because of some heartbreak from the past. So you want to really be careful there that you're not losing yourself in another person. You don't want to lose sight of your identity in a relationship. That is quite easy to do. Sometimes, depending on your programming and your childhood and how you were, what subconscious patterns you have, but that's sometimes we don't even notice we're doing it. So until suddenly we feel as if we are unseen, unheard, and unvalued, and all that. But you want to really make sure you have agency. If you don't know what I mean by that, look up to be to represent one owns agency, to how do you say, to uphold or what's the word? I can't think of the word right now, but to have agency is to stand up for yourself, to have a voice, to have value for yourself. Have, if somebody is not understanding, I'm sorry, if somebody is purposely trying not to understand you, or they're dismissing you, or they're not listening, or they are, you're having to explain a concept to them that you're like, this is not a difficult concept. Why are you acting like you don't understand? Like, you just boop, stop talking at that point, because you're devaluing yourself, continuing to give this information, or to give information, to have this conversation with a person who is not listening or valuing what you have to say, or respecting you. So that's just in general, but it's really easy to get caught up in the chase, if you will. You have trust issues, and that's why. So you have to look at your fears, and then you must surrender to the whole of the circumstances, and understand that trust works in a very delicate way. You cannot bring trust issues, or distrust, a lack of trust, into a new relationship or a new situation, because any amount of any lack of trust you bring in, I'm sorry, any lack of trust you show up with, you're going to sow that into the foundation of the relationship from jump. It's an unfortunate truth of how it works. So you must come willing to risk, willing to take that chance and trust, knowing that it could end in a person hurting you, and a person showing you that they can't be trusted. Once a person shows you they can't be trusted, that's when you take it back. But you see, if you get lost in the meantime, and you have no sense of self, then when that person shows you that they can't be trusted, you probably aren't going to leave. You're probably not going to put your foot down. You're probably not going to speak up. You're probably not going to, value yourself and choose yourself, because you don't have a sense of self in that sense, in that regard. So it's a delicate, it's kind of, it's hard to know sometimes. Am I making excuses for a person, or is this within the realm of, within the, what's okay with, like, because you make your own decisions about your relationships. No one else can tell you what to do, and you shouldn't compare yourself to other relationships. The people in the relationship are the people that get to decide what the rules of the relationship are, and how that relationship looks and goes and feels. So what I'm saying is, you need to understand, you need to really get a sense of what's your what are your what's the word, what are your deal breakers, what are your deal breakers. Okay, so my sister, she shared with me before that she used to think that, like, her deal breakers were, well, no cheating, no abuse, and I don't even know what else, but she, like, those are no brainers. Those aren't deal breakers. Those are no brainers. Duh, no cheating. Duh, no abuse. Like, there's so much more than that. Those are bottom line. Like, of course not. But you see, when you don't really have a sense of value for yourself, or you have low self-esteem, you're not really thinking about those things. So you're just kind of like, when you finally you finally find somebody that doesn't, disrespect you or talk down to you, or doesn't when you finally are with somebody that doesn't cheat on you, it's like, wow, this is, wow, like, oh my gosh. And it's like, but there's so much more that can go awry in a relationship than just those things. So, you know, really get in tune with self, and find out what your deal breakers are, what you want, what are you looking for. Um, you can trust. I'm going to say that you can trust. Okay. I'm going to go on because I'm ranting. I'm going to get to your charms. So your charms say, um, you've got the black cat. So that is having confidence in oneself, and kind of moving with that confidence. The lipstick came out, so makeup, that tells me that you might try to reconcile with somebody, like I was saying, or someone might come in and try and make up with you. But you need to understand you're still in a state of healing. There is abundance available to you. So the healing would be the flamingo right here. There is abundance around the corner, the grapes, abundance around the corner. And you need to have a lightheartedness to you, more of a lighthearted, how do you say, optimistic approach, the feather. Because it's never that serious. It's never that serious. If you look back on the times you were highly emotional, um, you might laugh at yourself sometimes and be like, gosh, I was being dramatic. Or like, oh God. Like if you don't feel that way anymore, you're kind of like, oh wow, I was really, you know? And so, it's really serious in the moment, and it feels really serious and feels really heavy, but emotions pass, feelings pass, they're not permanent, and it's never that serious. So don't get too caught up in it. And don't get stuck in this rut. But I do see a great person coming into your life. If you're willing to trust, then what you don't see coming is the sun, which is the happiest card in the deck. That's true happiness. So um, I wish you the best, and that's all I have for you this evening. Debbie, we can't hear you.
Okay, I want to show what, or tell you guys what the spirits are saying.
Okay, I was gonna say I don't. How does this machine work?
It just whatever it thinks it hears, it makes a list of sentences. So I know this says attic. It says bless. It said, "What is this? Where am I?
Oh,
what year is it? I don't know. Bless. Give it to me. It's dark. Can you hear him? It's what I want." That's what we have so far. Ooh.
that is interesting.
They're always fun. And in my house, when I first started using it, it just wouldn't shut up. And it went on and on. There's a captain and a treasure, and I got murdered and all this stuff. And I was like, okay, but we actually have the San Pasqual battlefield, and I was like, this kind of sounds like it's somebody from the battlefield over there.
That is very interesting. Wow.
Yeah, always fun. But I have a lot of people. I'm with a lot of people. They use these ghost apps. Sometimes they don't get anything. Or Spirit Box, I think, is better. I do have one, and but mine just keeps going. Wherever I go, it's just going on and on and on. And I had people over for a meetup, and I had to put pillows on top of it. And it just gets a lot of information.
Yeah.
Okay.
The "can you hear him" part was kind of like, oh.
Can you hear him? I know. So two of the great ghost hunters I know, Janine and Chris, they their Ovilus will give you words that aren't in the dictionary for that app. They're only supposed to say one word, and their Ovilus will go on and on. And but they got a lot of warnings to get out of the cemeteries and stuff with their Ovilus. So anyway, just kind of fun, you guys. If you use the app, I'm going to use a different one next time, but I do like the Ghost Tube. Very easy. Okay, Libra Lee. I'm a Libra. Libra Lee. LL. Okay, the death card came down for you, and this is not a bad card. This is a card of really wanting a great, big, giant change in your life. And if it was in your reading, I tell you it's coming, but you are all about getting this big change. And so you're manifesting that. I get too much worry over you. Bring it down. I do see you being stronger in the future, and so always face your fears. Past position, I don't know if somebody kind of was talking out of school or something about you. I do get that there was some things maybe going on that no one wanted you to know about. I like that this is in the past position. I do get the card of you going on a new path. This is really great and everything. I get the good positive energy for this, but make sure you're not looking up and up to the clouds or something when you're going on this new path. You look straight ahead and see where you're going and where you're walking, because I need you to use that inner guidance, that intuition, and keep you on the best path for you. They do show me one card that I get that is a little bit of a negative energy here. So I asked what it was about. It's showing me that there may be something about your work that, and a sense of loss with your work. I do get that no matter what, you are super responsible. I get you put in a lot of hard work and effort to get your success and get going where you want to go. So I'm not worried about that. Just don't be fearful, be strong. I do get you taking on some extra responsibility, by the way, and this is good. I get a lot of success for you with that. There's going to be come a time where you feel like I'm super stuck and I can't do anything about it. Yes, you can. And so this is a message for everybody. When you feel like, I can't do anything about this, whatever, I can't go do whatever, okay, so you have that. You're missing two components to make you go after what you want and to get unstuck. And that is the angelics, the spirit world, asking help from them with whatever you need. And the other thing is the law of attraction. And so when we manifest and we use the law of attraction, we're using energy and we're aiming it at the universe and telling the universe what we want, and it comes to us. So there's three different ways that you can go forward in life and not be stuck, and just use one of those or all of them. Okay. So it does show me you're going to feel like, my hands are tied to this or whatever, but they're not. All right. I do get the last card here showing me that you are going to be working really well with people. It's a very, very good card. And that is all I have for you. Thank you, Libra Lee.
That was lovely, Debbie.
Thank you.
Okay. Christine McRae. Hi, Christine. All right, let's see. Oh, here it comes. All right, Christine, that card wasn't for you. Hold on. Okay, Christine,
Christine, I just saw your other comment.
what?
I'll share only if I get an accurate reading.
All right, well, I'm up for the challenge. Let's see. So, you are, how do I say this? You're a very organized person, Christine. You are very loyal to your friends and your family. And you're quite stable. And there's something that is worrying you right now, and I believe it has to do with the upcoming presidential election. You maybe have gotten in a fight about this, or you have a lot of anxiety surrounding one of the candidates, or the potential for a candidate to actually to take office, whichever one that may be. I think this is something that has gotten in your how do I say? This is something that has entered your household. So this could be your possibly a partner, but either way, this is a good time for you to focus on team projects and group, how do you say, group projects or group work. So maybe it's time for you to pour into work. Maybe it's time for you to pour into career. there may be some sort of collaboration or partnership that is coming up. But your hard work is noticed. You've been working hard on something. You have you're good at planning. So your preparation is going to pay off. I do see some profit coming to you. Um, you need to not focus on whatever it is that's bringing you anxiety or get into the drama of other chatter in the home, in the workspace, whatever is going on. There's a lot of debating going on around you, or just nagging, or not nagging, but how do you say, what's the word? What is that word? When you like nitpick, um, bickering. Don't get into the bickering, regardless of what it's about, with others around you at this time. You need to concentrate on pleasant, happy memories of good times, um, and there's something that you're still healing from right now. I'm not exactly sure what it is, but I do believe you're right at the point of like transitioning toward finally letting that go. Finally, no longer letting that, finally not letting that burden have that. I'm sorry, that memory have the burden of an emotional hold over you anymore. Um, I always say this: look at the past through, find the silver lining. Look at the past through the positive lens instead of the negative lens, because the past is the only place the past exists is in your mind. So you technically have the power to rewrite the past, and you could tell yourself the positive story or you could tell yourself the negative story. And the only way you're going to grow and, you know, actually find fulfillment and happiness and make peace with the painful things that have happened or the hurtful things that have happened in the past is by telling yourself that positive story, is finding that silver lining and putting the spin on it. There is something that, how do I say, whatever hardship you're going through right now, it eventually works out. I mean, it does. You're being asked to take a step back from it, because getting involved or getting um expelling your energy into this dynamic is only leaving you exhausted, burnt out, and feeling defeated. So you're being really called. I've got movement, space, and energy here. To preserve your own energy, you're being called to take space, to move away from this problem. Okay. I've got the dice here, and I'm going to, the way the dice work is there's three dice. They correspond each with a celestial body, a zodiac body, zodiac, and then the house, a house. So ignore essentially what I'm just going to read you the meaning of each die, but then I'm going to give you my interpretation, my intuitive interpretation. Okay. So you got Uranus. Uranus, pertaining to expansion of the known, an innovative course of action, protest, reform, or challenging institutions or constructs. You've got Cancer. I'm sorry, is this Cancer? Yeah, Cancer. Emotional, troubling interpersonal relationships, protective, suppressing emotions, and maternal instincts. And then you've got the eighth house, represents a cycle of birth, life, death, and rebirth, transformation, the end of an era. It can relate to debt collection, taxes, hardships, or generational wealth. Essentially, it's what I'm saying. So there's don't get caught up in the drama, in the cycle, because it's very emotionally taxing for you. Okay. And then Uranus here said expansion of the known. You're going to pour into career, pour into work, pour into, you, like I said, you're organized, you know how to make things move, and you know how to take action, and you're a good planner. So you know the tried and true methods work for you. Use them to your advantage. Don't spend your energy in places where you're not going to see a return. It's just draining you. You gotta cut that out. um how do I say this? Whether it's in your home or career, I just see a lot of disruption. So whether it's but how do I say this? If it's career, you need to collaborate with your partner or family in order to find that new path to take and take that new direction. And if it's in the home, then you need to pour into the workspace. Does that make sense? Okay. I hope so. And I hope it resonated. Let me know.
Okay. Edel, you are next. Yes, you may request a reading. Okay, we got something going on, Adele. Okay. I'm going to tell you the card that comes down for you is my message card. The one card in the deck that is from the other side. And this is the message. And it says to have a positive attitude, wish it to be. So use the law of attraction. No matter what happens, have hope and courage. Get your inspiration from above. So walk with your angels and your guides and all of that. And they're saying that it's going to be positive for the future for you. So hang in there. Things are going to be really great for you in the future. I do want to tell you that in the future position here, it does show me rushing into things. This could either be an uncommitting partner, or it can be a slow down and make your decisions with a little bit more time. Crossing over you in temporary energy is a wait for the money. Like a certain amount of money that you want to have or whatever, it means there's a wait for it. Past position shows me a little juggling money. So I suggest that you manifest for whatever you want to come in financially to come in for you. They are showing me something that may have happened or coming in, and I feel like it is somewhat of a little bit of a betrayal. I feel like somebody's not telling you something, but it's going to come out. So I'm going to tell you it does come out, kind of hits the fan a little bit. Everything will be okay, but I feel like it makes you not kind of trust this person. I also get you having a lot on you, a lot to do, heavy burdens. Now, when we're talking about this stuff that's going on, I get a male. So I get a very ambitious male here. He probably is in some kind of business or educated in business. And he's motivated, and ambition is his theme in this lifetime. And I do get the breakup card or the severing ties, or I'm finished with this person. Okay, that's what the ending is that I see. So I took 3 more cards to look at this. It does bring a little bit of heartache, but you, my dear, have a wonderful 2 cards here. Seldom do I get a double psychic card. You have the High Priestess card and you have the Moon card, denoting psychic ability, sometimes paranormal activity. But this is showing me that you have the power. You should manifest. You should make your own reality and really use your gut instinct, because here you have 2 cards that show me that you have communication with the other side, and it's super strong. And that's what I have for you.
That was beautiful, Debbie.
Thank you.
Okay. Linda, do you see one of my exes return?
It's like you're in Vegas. Blow on that. Let those dice go.
I have a funny story about me being in Vegas. So one time I've been to Vegas a couple times, but one time when I went for my brother's bachelor party, I got very, very, very inebriated and went to, I don't even know what casino I was in. But anyway, I went to the craps table. I don't know how to play craps at all. I have no idea. Couldn't tell you to this day how to do it at all. Not a single clue. But I do remember being at the craps table, and I just kept throwing the dice, and everybody around the table kept going, woo! And screaming, and they were telling me to throw it again, so I kept throwing, and it just I won $870 something, literally in 15 minutes at the craps table. I have no idea how to play craps. I was very wasted, and yeah, no, that was hilarious. But
well, give me a minute.
Walked away. I was like, I'm gonna walk away because I don't even know what I'm doing. Walk away.
Let's do it. That is neat. But let me tell you, I had a dream of going to the casino and here in San Diego, and which I don't do in once in a year or something. And going and playing the Marilyn Monroe in her white dress, and winning over $1 million. And so I went. I got my neighbor and I went. And I
Yeah.
got there and I didn't know where any games were. And I went all over the place. And I only took $20. That's all I ever do. And there was Marilyn Monroe. And I go, she's in the wrong color dress. She's in a black dress. This isn't right. And so I played the money and we ended up leaving. And as we were getting on that people mover, I
Uh-huh.
go, wait a minute. And over in the corner was the Marilyn Monroe in the black, was that the black white dress? And the jackpot would have been like $1 million. And I went, darn it. And I spent my money and I went home. The news had it that it hit. It went ahead and hit the $1 million. But I
Wow.
didn't get it. I
Oh,
know it. And I had the dream, but I couldn't find the machine. Ah,
that's. I mean, you're on point with all the information, but maybe
couldn't
maybe
find it.
maybe maybe it was a dream where it was just telling you that was going to happen, and maybe it wasn't you that was going to win, but
No, I think it
you
was
know
telling me what was happening, but I dropped the ball in walking right past it when I went in.
I get. I was reading something. I don't know if this is true or not, but supposedly, like, I guess, Abraham Lincoln had a dream a few days before he was assassinated that he had a dream that the president of the United States gets assassinated while watching a play, and it didn't occur to him, I guess, that you know he's
He
the
wasn't
president.
into this stuff.
That he's the president of the United States, and that he didn't, in the dream it wasn't him, it was just the president of the United States.
Yeah.
But like, I thought that was so interesting. I was like, and that happened like because Abraham Lincoln kept like journals, and supposedly, I don't know if this is true, you could look it up, but let me, if one of you looks it up, let me know in the comments.
Well,
If it's
he haunts the White House. By
he
the
haunts
way,
the White
he
House.
haunts it.
Oh,
Yes, they see
well,
him.
I would imagine.
We need a road trip, but DC is not the place to be right now.
uh, okay, so Linda, do you see one of my exes return? I'm gonna say whether they do or not. I just want to like really make sure you're doing okay, because here's the thing. The truth will set you free. The truth will set you free. But first it's gonna hurt. First it's gonna piss you off. First it's gonna make you angry. First it's gonna hurt your feelings. The truth will set you free. And I say that because deep down, deep down, that you want, when you say my ex to return, you want the person that you have thought up in your head, the person that you want your ex to be, the person you would like that person to be. But that's not how it plays out in real life, and that's not how they are, and that's not how they treat you. You have this idealized version of them, and that is an issue. It can be very detrimental to you, and it can be um it is, it can be your downfall, really. What I'm saying this because you're so loyal to people that have continually showed you that they're not on your level. And I'm not saying anyone's less than anyone else. What I'm saying is emotional um emotional intelligence wise, spirituality wise, knowing oneself, self-awareness wise, these people aren't on your level. They are not. they're non-communicative. They have trust issues, anger issues, jealousy problems. They're insecure. They like, and everybody has these things, right? Everybody has a level of these things. But when it goes as far as, you know, sabotaging the relationship or disrespecting and treat and just tarnishing the connection, um in a irreparable way, then that's, I mean, you gotta keep going. You gotta keep moving, because I see you lost in the woods, essentially, or figuratively. um you're stuck between a rock and a hard place. You're just feeling stagnant. You're feeling like you can't move on. But this person is not, I don't believe they're coming back, unless they're coming back to just because they know they don't have to change. They know they don't have to put any effort in. They know they don't have to do any better by you in order for you to still stay and still accept them. You verbally, outwardly don't accept these things, but your actions show otherwise. So I do see I do see something good coming for you if you are able to pick yourself and be loyal to self, because deep down you know this is true. You know it. And you know that I love this. I don't remember where I saw it, but it was like, okay, but people sometimes they're like, well, potentially this person could do this, this, and this, or potentially we could be, so great, so good together. Okay, well, is his potential, is there potential in the room here with us? No. You can't date someone's potential. What's the reality? What's actually going on? Is there something you're not accepting about? Are you trying to change someone because, based on your view or your perspective of what potentially could be? If so, that's called forcing a relationship, trying to force something, trying to, that's not going with the flow. And that's always going to cause disturbance and disruption. You have a lot of passion, and that's something you don't need to be ashamed of. You don't need to be ashamed that that this has happened, that you've poured into these types of people or relationships, dynamics. You don't need to shame yourself for that. You know, Here's a way you can spin that. Even in the face of somebody disrespecting you, somebody not being not valuing you, somebody not just being reciprocal or showing you that effort, even in the face of all that pain you feel, you still give so much love. That's like, that's something that's really powerful within you, but you don't use it to your advantage. You're using it to your disadvantage right now. You're doing it so in a way that depletes you. You just have not learned how to harness that and direct it in the ways it needs to go, because that is a powerful energy in you. It is quite literally your golden ticket, because love is the answer. So, but you can't freely give it unconditionally to people that don't know how to respect it or value it. Okay. I do see so 3 in a row green came out here. That's the heart chakra. And it says movement, abundance, balance. So moving away from this type of energy will bring you abundance and balance. This will bring it into your life. And new passion is what's to come, because look, here's passion, and then the wheel of fortune, good luck, good passion. This is destiny. You're meant to go down this path. And this is the path of finding self. The Empress is here. This is the divine feminine energy. Um, because look, like I was saying, this Two of Swords energy, lost in the forest, stuck between a rock and a hard place. And look, she's got this light here, this torch, right? So she's finding her way, and then the light here is the sun in her hand, the Empress. So this kind of tells a story here. What I'm seeing is that You know the truth. You need to choose self, be loyal to self, and stop running around in this dark forest looking for your knight in shining armor, because you are the knight in shining armor the entire time for you. And I see a really deep pain in your heart. Like I said, the 3 green in a row came out. But again, it tells a very clear story: movement, abundance, balance. This is something that's very necessary for you to move away from this type of energy, because that's when a new passion comes in for you. Did I roll the dice? Yeah, I did. Okay, so the dice here, you got Uranus, which is pertaining to expansion of the known innovative course of action, protest, reform, challenging institutions or constructs. You got Leo, which is bold, strong emotions, perseverance, taking the lead, craving the spotlight and feeling overlooked. And then you got the 5th house, which is represents womanhood, feminine cycles, pregnancy, hobbies, creative disciplines, or fun activities. So my intuitive take on this is, you're trying to, when it says expansion of the known, you're trying, I mean, it's you would like an ex to come back. That's because that's all you know. That's all you know. You're afraid of what you don't know. And you don't want to take that risk or chance because you're afraid of getting hurt in the same way as you got hurt in these other areas. So you're sticking to what's safe. So you're trying to stay with it and expand what's within the known realm of this, right? But staying there, Leo, feeling overlooked, craving the spotlight. You want that value, you want that tension, you want that reciprocation, you want that validation, but you're not getting it here, and you're feeling overlooked, you're feeling undervalued, depreciated, and just you're hungry for that. And you got to give that to yourself, because and then the 5th house here, what does it say? It represents womanhood. So it's your time to, how do I say this, have your own back. It reminds me of that video of that girl, I don't remember, but she's like stand up, like, I wish I could. I wish I don't even know what you would type, but she's like, it's just really funny. If you've seen it, if you know, you know. If you don't know, you don't know. It's okay. But she's like, stand up, like telling you, like, get up, get up. You got to pick yourself up. There's nobody coming to do that for you. You got to pick yourself up and get through the thick of it and get away from these other people. You don't want the ex to come back, because they're not gonna do. It's not gonna be some magical fairy tale this time around. How many words do you have to say? How many things do you have to say? How many messages do you have to write and type? You're not going to invent a new language that suddenly makes this person understand it and get it. They didn't get it before. They didn't get it in your last 100 messages. They don't want to get it, because you guys aren't right. That you guys just aren't the one for each other. So, and technically there's no such thing as the one. So, many people could be the one. Um, and it's a numbers game. You got to get out there, and the more you get out there and meet people, the more likely you are to meet somebody who is right for you and will value you. Okay, so that's all I have for you this evening.
I'm going to do Melanie, but everybody go do the poll. We have to look at that. I want to tell you the last update on the spirits, as I'm not sure. Foolish. She won't leave. Back off. You're funny. Blood. She won't leave. Monster. Yes. I'm right here in the corner. Sacrifice him. Okay. We're having a little fight in the spirit world.
Sacrifice.
Okay. Okay. And so let me just, there we go. All right. That was fun. Melanie, hi. You know what, Melanie? I get you all ready to go on a new path. Just, I want you to use your intuition and let it guide you on this new path. I get a little bit too much worry over you. That's crossing in temporary energy. Bring that down. I get some good news in the future. And I think you got a little bit of good news in the past. We have a money-minded male here on your path. Money means everything to this person. I get you having a lot to do. And I want to say it has something to do with the connection with the house. I do feel like the house comes important on your path. Now, if you have good news of money, I want you to sit on your money, watch your money, and save it. You're going to need it later. I do get the Emperor card, which is my mentor teacher card. So if you feel like that you give good advice or you can show someone how to do something, that's a great tool. If not, somebody comes in and shows you that. And I feel like it's just an idea that comes in that you can grab. I think it can take you in a different direction and you can implement this idea very successfully. And that's what I have for you tonight. There
Love
we
it.
go. I vote for the fairy.
The Friday Feuds poll. We've got, I'm going to just go over it again real quick. So, which mythical creature would you choose to keep as a pet slash companion, and subsequently, which burden would you then choose to bear? We've got the Phoenix. It gives you perseverance through hardship, but it burns your houses down. The Siren's got razor sharp teeth, who sings a lovely melody, but you gotta find human males for her to consume. um, a Thunderbird, you get free electricity, but you would get electrocuted if you made contact with water. So you gotta drink through a tube, and you can never bathe. Then the troll that collects a bridge toll from everybody, so you get a lot of money, but you smell of pungent death. And it permeates all your clothing and belongings. The fairy that heals anybody but you, but you gotta go catch living venomous snakes and poisonous spiders to feed it, because that's the only way it gets its powers. And then the unicorn that purifies water. That's pretty cool and teleports you to anywhere on Earth, but is very, very nervous. So it's got a gas problem, farts a lot, and you got to clean up its diarrhea that it's constantly having. So, oh, um, the fairy
Oh,
one.
look at Phantom Pumpkin Eye. Yes, I would do that. I
The
would do that.
the fairy is the winner. Second place is the unicorn.
That was great. Yay! You have a vivid imagination.
Well, thank
Oh
you.
my goodness.
All right, you guys. So that's it for our show. We're here every Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 6:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So if we didn't get to you this evening, please join us again on one of those days, and we'll try to get to you then. We do apologize. We try to get to as many people as possible, but if we missed you, just put it in the chat next time, and we'll try to get to you. Okay? But thank you for joining us for Fluid Friday and free psychic readings, and I hope you have a lovely weekend. Do you have anything to say, Debbie?
Have fun. Have a great weekend.
Oh, and I want to say thank you so much for sharing that ghost thing today. That was very interesting. I'm a little I'm interested to hear more about it, but yeah.
Okay, you guys. Thank you guys for joining us and see us Monday, Mystery Monday. We're going to have a fun next week. We got some things up our sleeves. Okay.
Yes. All right.
Bye.
Bye,
Bye,
everybody.
Sheila. Thank you.